Hello again. Welcome to the Civic Center in Philadelphia. Steffi Graf against Lori McNeil. Donna Butler, the lady in charge here.
Time.
11th meeting between the two. Steffi leads 8-2. And of course has come fresh from a controversial year. On court, things have gone pretty well for her. 7 tournaments. 7 tournaments. But of course, injury problems that have beset her, and all sorts of problems off court, with her father languishing in a prison in Germany because of the tax problems. Beaten in the second round in Brighton. But Steffi bidding for her 8th title here.
15. Thirteen.
8-2 the head-to-head, although Lori McNeil has won the last 2 in the Virginia Slim Championships 3 years ago, and also last year, of course, at Wimbledon. First round, straight sets victory, one of the upsets in recent years, if not the biggest upset. Before that, 8 wins in a row for Steffi, dating back to 1986. Steffi joint #1, of course, with Monica Seles. Lori McNeil ranked 63, as she's been for some years. So Steffi takes the opening game to 30. Welcome back to Philadelphia. Lori McNeil, a breakdown, a love 3 down against Steffi Graf. The final of the Advanta Championships. Crowd of just over 6,000. Power of the returns has been a constant thorn in her side so far. Oh, a super rally. Excellent movement from both players. And a fine volley at the end. again, anything short ruthlessly he dealt with. Beautifully angled, sliced return there. So Laurie McNeil really struggling again on serve. No titles to her credit this year. Runner-up in the tournament in Birmingham to Zina Garrison-Jackson. She's been in fine form this week. And 2 excellent wins in the quarterfinal against the number 2 seed Conchita Martinez, and also in the semi-final against Anke Huber, where Laurie saved 3 match points before winning the 3rd set tiebreak, 12 points to 10. First round victim was Sean Stafford of America, and then another Lisa Raymond in the 2nd set. Both those pretty comfortable. Dropped just 5 games in each of them. 3 sets against Martinez and then 3 against Huber. But not serving with any real conviction so far. Very tight on that shot, had to reach forward for it. So here's Steffi then with a chance of a 2nd successive break. Oh yes. Steffi, who scrambled through her first match against Amy Fraser, got a bye in the 1st round. Beat Amy Fraser fairly comfortably in the end, but dropped the 1st set. Since then, straight sets against Meredith McGrath and Zina Garrison-Jackson. A very impressive start so far. Dropped only 2 matches this year. Canadian Open 2nd round to Amanda Kurtzer, and 2nd round to Marion de Schwartz of South Africa at Brighton. That's a better rally. McNeil looking much more composed. Two defeats for Steffi, but amidst that, 42 wins, including 7 titles. 93 titles to her credit now. Out. No complaints from Laurie, but the first forehand to that sideline looked as if it missed the sideline. she's been coming through this week with that backhand over the top. Ruthlessly efficient. And Steffi's won the first 5 games off the spin. It's 93 titles to her credit now, 3rd in the all-time list behind Martina with 167 and Chrissy Evert with 157. 7 titles this year. Steffi the champion here in 1992, beating Rancha Sanchez Vicario in the final. Last year lost in the final to Conchita Martinez. Laurie McNeil, her 4th time at Philadelphia. Best she's done so far, a quarter-finalist 3 years ago. Good form in doubles last week with Helena Sukova, won the doubles in Oakland. And she's in the final again after this with Helena against Meredith McGrath and Larissa Neuland. Lush hospitality areas to the side here, a very expensive occasion, but the conditions outside, I can tell you, are pretty grim. Very cold, very windy, and the crowd glad to be in and watching a world-class performer in Steffi Graf, just about at the peak of her powers. 5-love. So Laurie McNeil serving to stay in this first set. Oh, devastating finish, but once again the feature of the match so far from Steffi's point of view for me has been the return of serve. Hoist the lob, which Laurie may feel she should have done better with, but that was punishment indeed. Misses with it, but she's prepared to try over the top on the backhand. More and more. Yes, well played, better serving, and follows up strongly as well. Simple practice of the overhead there. She walked back, remembering the point that Steffi really murdered her with. So 5-1, Steffi Graf now serving for the first set. Yeah, she can't really believe she missed it. So, 2 set points for the number 1 seed here. Yes, well done. Steffi anxious to get in, but had to half volley up, and that was the beginning of the end. Still set point though. Here's the second. Yes, Laurie McNeil remembering that match at Wimbledon when she rushed Steffi. But Steffi takes the first set, 6 games to 1. Welcome back to Philadelphia into the second set now. It's gone with serve. Steffi Graf serving 1-2. Winner of the first set, Steffi, 6 games to 1. Yes, if it's short, no matter where it's hit on court, if it's short and without pace, Steffi is going to murder it with that forehand. Looking so purposeful and confident in everything she does. Terrific play. Good footwork, got a body out of the way with the return. Excellent volley. But Steffi serving better and better now to level up at 2 games each. Laurie's ranking this year has gone down from 17 to 64, up 163 after second round place in Oakland. There's Steffi's statistics which speak for themselves. Good serving from Laurie McNeil. Still very much in this set after taking a fair old drubbing in the first set. A 6-1 set to Steffi.
3 games 2-2.
Laurie, who this week has passed the $3 million mark in prize money alone. A rich young lady from Houston in Texas. Born though out of San Diego, California. But it's been a difficult time for her this year, seeing her ranking drop dramatically. Obviously, all those points coming off after Wimbledon, where she was a semi-finalist last year. Her ranking immediately after Wimbledon dropped from 23 to 51. That's been the main difference. Beaten in the first round at Wimbledon this year by Naoki Sawamatsu of Japan. But as linked up with a new coach, Jim Dempsey, getting together 10 weeks now in an effort to rekindle the form of last year, and it looks to be working. Her ranking will automatically rise back to 40 for reaching the final here, and if she wins, she could well go into the top 30. But above all else, it'll give her the confidence of knowing she's back as a winner of matches, if not yet of a winner of tournaments. Won the title in Birmingham the last 2 years. Finalist this year. Steffi at 2-3. Steffi thought it was going long. It may well have been long. But the important thing was, I think she took her eye off the ball for just a fraction. It looked as if it was all right. So an error of judgment there. Still serving well, and there's little that Laurie McNeil can do about it. And for me, it's quite astonishing that Steffi can play at this level with all that's been going on in her life. And remember, in addition to all the problems with her father and the tax authorities, she's been really subjected to a terrible back injury this year, which has prevented her practicing a lot of the time and has hindered her in the play itself. Well played. Excellent balance. There was the weakness from Steffi that set the point up. Good scampering, but behind her back, good footwork from Laurie McNeil. A little bit of fortune is a crucial time. Oh, yes. See how she changed the angle, looked to shape to go down the line. Changed the shape of the shot. Coming forward with more and more confidence now. Yeah, really set her up for that one. Must have been a marginal call. Laurie just stopping as she came in there for the volley. I think she might just got it up on the half volley. Oh, just a magical shot. And there's one to delight her coach Heinz Guntard, who's always complaining to her that it doesn't go over the top of the backhand enough.